back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be building another combiner model. This time around, Sentrakh, the combiner model of Sidorak and Keetongu. Now, this is sort of a follow-up video to actually the first video I uploaded on this channel, which was the build and a short review of the shadowed one. I also have the in-depth review in the link in the description, which I just uploaded, so feel free to check that one out. Now, this brings me to the reason why Keetongu is in the unfortunate state he is in, because I did just film that video and I had to disassemble it, did not have the time to build him up again and then have to destroy him again, so it just felt pointless. So I went ahead and gathered up the parts of Keetongu, which was a painstaking task, being that, unfortunately, 2005 instructions, to my surprise, do not have a parts glossary, so I had to go through the hellish task of looking for that online. Nonetheless, I got the parts in there, and of course, the legendary, the man himself, Sidorak. Now, this is the guy we'll be building. On the back of the boxes of the Titans, you can see that Sentrakh right there. He is the bodyguard of the shadowed one and sort of a failed experiment he had. It's a fucking beast. Look at him. He's a menace. And so that basically does it for the introduction. I will get to actually first destroying this guy, or disassembling, so we'll get to that. Sidorak is officially in pieces! Drop a like if you got the reference. Nonetheless, we have disassembled Sidorak now, which was a surprisingly hard task. My hands are in so much pain right now. This is the first time I disassemble it from being built for the first time ever. It was a sealed set. I could pop up some clips on screen. I built that thing about a month ago. So those are the parts of Sidorak. We do, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, have the parts here for Keetongu, conserved inside the canister. I'll pour those suckers out. I've got the two mint condition instruction booklets, which, as all Titans do, at least in waves where there's combiner models, have the instructions for the combiner models towards the back. So there's Sidorak, and there starts Sentrakh, that's one half, and the other half is included within Keetongu's instruction booklet. And there we have it, Keetongu, Sidorak, and we're ready to start the assembly. The shadowed one's bodyguard, Sentrakh, has come to life. I will say I am pleasantly surprised with this build. Honestly, there is quite a complicated design build techniques going on here. More than I expected. I think I might have tried to build this thing when I was a child, back when it had came out, but nonetheless, I was not basically familiar with this build at all, and it's been a long time since I'd even looked at this thing. I mean, It's a pretty obscure combiner model, I will say. I mean, not a lot of people know about it, and it is pretty good looking. I will say the camera doesn't do it justice. I mean, the thing's gargantuous. You can tell by that. Look at that. You see it, and okay, it's not too big a deal, but you turn it around, and I mean, the guy's huge. He's got a big protruding jaw, which is, by the way, mobile. He opens up his jaw. He can talk to you. He can, like, you know? And he's also got this shell up here, which kind of sort of retracts. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be or do, but it's there. It does that. And of course, just like the shadowed one, looks like it's a popular theme with the 2005 combiner models. We have more than one limb where there's supposed to be only two, right? He's got 2 legs, but he's got 4 arms. 4, not 3, 4. And that's pretty cool. I mean, honestly, there's not a lot of Bionicle sets that have 4 arms. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's only him and Nocturne. And even then, Nocturne is a limited edition set. This guy's a combiner model, so you're not going to have an easy time finding something with 4 arms. So obviously, there are the questionable parts to it. One I will say that I will go right away into, and that I noticed is not really a great thing for me. So as I was building, here's the remaining parts. We left so much red on the table. Look at all that. We didn't use this. We didn't use these. I mean, could we at least have used these red ones up here instead of the gray ones? Because why? I mean, the guy only has red on his feet. Literally, the only dark red pieces in use here are the Metro feet, these armor pieces down here, these little kind of Matoran armor pieces for stability, which, by the way, is pretty good. And that's it. Like, the teeth, the eyes, I mean, there's literally nothing else. Aside from that, he's got Keetongu's color scheme. I don't know, I just find it very strange that it'd be a Sidorak Keetongu combiner model where the 2 main colors are the Keet orange and the Metro red, and we're not getting at all basically any red. I mean, I would have liked to see more ketchup and mustard there, if you ask me personally. Really nice that they added this down here because it adds for stability. Overall, we have pretty much the same foot design as Keetongu. I think, honestly, I'm pretty sure it's really similar overall, but it's got a little kind of extra foot or toe, I don't know what the fuck to call that. Nonetheless, pretty good armoring. Towards the back, he's pretty neatly armored. I mean, he looks really good. Most sets will often have pretty bland and bare backgrounds. This guy, look at that. He's burly. Looks like he goes to the gym. But yeah, I mean, overall, I'm pleasantly surprised with the experience of building him. It took longer than I expected, but that's him, Sentrakh, guys. I will be filming and uploading the in-depth review of him later on, maybe in a few days, but that will basically be the actual review. Hopefully soon I'll be getting in more Bionicle sets and able to do more combiner models. However, there is still one combiner model that I do have to build, and this next one is a big guy, so stay tuned for that. But nonetheless, with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.